bloop. My camera phone always makes a little bloop sound whenever I hit record. And I don't know, it's funny because it doesn't record the bloop on the video, and I'm like, I want to figure out how to record that bloop so I can enter it onto the video for later, like as a special effect or some retarded thing like that. Anyway, I had this epiphany when I was first knowing I had a broken trailer hitch coming into Ridgecrest here, like a few days ago. I started thinking of, you go through your head, it's like, okay, what are the other options you haven't really thought of yet, right? And I'm like, well, what if I could just get a completely different trailer? Which seems funny because it's like, okay, let me scrap all that hard work, which, whatever, right? Well, coming out of Denny's this morning, I look up and here's, I think a lady on a bicycle pulling a little trailer that you put your kids in or groceries or whatever. I was just like, I wonder if there's a place in town you could buy one of those, because I know I could order one from Amazon and I could probably have it shipped to the motel. I wonder, would Walmart have one of those? The hardest part of this entire project, honestly, has been the hitch, which is the weakest point because it has to be able to flex. So I look, the Walmart here in town, that's like 1.7 miles from here, had one in stock, and I had the app on the phone, so I just go ahead and click to buy. It'll be available for pickup by noon or 2 o'clock. I think it said 2 o'clock, but it'll probably be sooner. That'll just take a couple tools with me and set it up in the parking lot and tow it home or back to the motel. It was like $120, 2 wheels, comes with the hitch. It's made to be a stroller, like for jogging, to put 2 kids in, up to 100 pounds total. Or it also had the hitch to pull behind the bike. So it's got the hitch, it's also got the front wheel caster and because it had a little roof over for the kids, I should be able to put the solar panel on top of that. Okay. All right, the saga continues. We spent the last half an hour trying to get what's left of the trailer hitch off of the seat post. And I finally stopped and looked at it. The trailer weight had actually bent the seat post a little bit. Not a lot, but enough that it was very difficult to get the thing to slide off, which it used to just slip on. So, yeah, that was significant. Yeah. It was like the simple thing. It's like, I just want to get this piece off of this piece, which used to be quick disconnecting, and it's like freaking fused on there. Yeah, anyway, so I'm out there banging away, making some noise, and this guy kind of comes out looking at me funny. And so it turned out him and his 3 other friends had just been in the Denny's that I was in for breakfast. I happened to recognize one of them. You know, the other 2 were facing the other way, so I didn't see them. They're backpacking on the name of the trail. One is, part of it is the Sierra Trail or Sierra Nevada Trail. Yeah, so we're going to be following the same basic area, but I'm going to be more on the coast, and I think they're up more in the mountains, but they're backpacking from Mexico up to Canada this year. So we're kind of exchanging travel notes, and he's like, you know, maybe bikes would be faster next year. I'm like, yeah, I have walked 20 miles through the desert. I know what that's like. When the motorcycle broke a chain one time. Yeah. Of course, that walk wasn't very interesting. It was along the shoulder of I-10. But, yeah, I know what that's like. It's a hard walk. So, yeah. What's the guy's name? Crispy. If you're seeing this video, hey, it was really nice meeting you guys. So, yeah, good luck on the hike. All right, 3 p.m. We are set with the new trailer. I assembled it here in the parking lot in the pickup zone. I'll do a test ride back to the motel, make sure I like it. If things go well there, I'll do a quick load test with some of the stuff just to make sure. Otherwise, we are set. So I'm still in the room for tonight, and we can leave first thing in the morning, so I'll spend the rest of the day figuring out how I can mount solar panels onto here. Hopefully I can find a Home Depot or something like that. I haven't even looked yet. So yeah, save the box until we're sure. Tires are pretty low. That's, you know, what what can you expect? Yeah, it's the whole thing folded down into the box this size, and I hooked the trailer onto the bike. Then I can see how far back the wheel reaches, so that should clear, and we're good to go. Okay, it's not windy, so I think I can talk and be heard here. Impressions so far. I like it. Okay, our new mission. Take everything off of here. Put it on here somehow. I've got this area. I'll probably be able to put a hose clamp, so if I run an electrical tape and a hose clamp, I might do PVC pipe for the framework. Like this piece that I found. It's flexible, but it's probably stiffer than the panel itself. And if I pull a brace from here up, that should be pretty close. I completely forgot there was a museum out here. So they closed an hour ago. It's 5, or they probably just closed. I think it closed at 4, if I saw the sign right. Anyway, you got the F-18. I'm gonna assume that was one of the nuclear bombs. I don't even recognize this guy. Starfighter, maybe? I'm not sure. I think I don't see the sign. Anyway, somebody in the comments tell me what this was. I don't recognize it. And then kind of a Learjet type plane in the background. That guy? Yeah, I don't see signs on these, so maybe we're just supposed to know what they are. I hit video. Do you mind I get a shot of you too?
Are you sure, me? You want me or you want you in there? I can get you in
I'm
there.
fine. Everybody knows me already, so I'm doing this for YouTube, so. That is awesome. Yeah, if you wouldn't mind, I'd.
Is he inside?
Right on. Ricaro, okay, I recognize that. Sorry, you're on the phone, aren't you? I just.
Oh, no. I'll try.
So this is based on the Shelby GT then?
Sir?
This is based on the Shelby?
Yes, it is.
Okay.
So here you go.
Holy cow. You got some time invested in this.
I talked to the pilot who gave me permission to use his plane for his car. So he knows it's his.
Awesome.
I use his plane.
Where did you meet him at?
I met him online. He's in Kissimmee, Florida.
Okay.
And I actually asked two other pilots who own aircraft. I asked 2 other pilots who own aircraft, and one guy blew me off, and the other guy said if I wanted to use his plane, I'd have to give him some money.
Okay, yeah.
And then this guy was like, "Sure, go ahead." So there you go. So
that is beautiful.
Aircraft. And the aircraft didn't have any nose art.
Okay.
So what I did, I reached out to a Disney animator and said, "Hey, keep it as true as to Shelby as you can, but give me a girl throwing a bomb. I want some nose art."
That's awesome.
What he did.
Yeah, one of the odds of just walking up here when you happen to be coming by. That's great. Okay, I recognize this logo, but which racetrack is that?
Willow Springs.
Willow Springs, thank you. And yeah, I knew that was a racetrack, so.
And then,
Footlock's, right?
Yeah.
So here's the sun today. And you don't got much room in here anymore.
And then I put her on the.
Oh, right on. And supercharger.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
It's a 2012 Shelby GT 500.
2012 already. That's pretty slick.
I added the splitter, and I added the wing on the back.
Right.
So I can so it'll keep me stable on the track.
You do track days then?
I do.
Okay. I mean, I would hope you did.
Yeah, no, I mean, I wouldn't spend that much money on a wing just so it'll,
right.
You know, but it does add to a really good look for them.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, absolutely. Well, hey, thanks for your time.
Hey, appreciate it. No worries. Thank you.
My name is Carlin. Just say hi.
Yeah.
Okay. Thank you very much. You have a good day. All right, when this no longer serves me, behold, the almighty, the African twin. Dude. About 3 times what I paid for my house, I'm pretty sure. $22,000. And yeah, I did ask for permission before I sat on it. I'm seriously tippy-toe on this, but the riding boots would help. Looks like they got it set up with tubeless spoke wheels, which is a neat trick. They set it up that the spoke hits the rim so that you can run a tubeless tire. I've seen another bike do that recently too. Pretty slick. But blasting across the desert, this would be the one. This one's got the dual clutch transmission, basically an automatic. And I think you can paddle shift it. Not anytime soon, don't worry. Oh, this was kind of a cool trick too. The windscreen is adjustable height-wise and angle, so you can move the air away from you a little more. Yeah, okay. In other news, apparently it is possible to transport a full-length 10-inch PVC pipe on a bicycle. Alright, we made it back. No problems at all. As long as I didn't turn too sharp, this stayed out of the pedals, so... I guess I just wanted to remember it in case I wanted to try it again. Ironically, PVC pipe, that'll make somebody happy. So all of the support structure that I did in metal the first time will use the PVC pipe to support the panels. Yeah, keeping the spare wheel. I don't know if I showed this on the last video, but look at the wear on that tire. It's very much one-sided. That's because the hitch was breaking and the trailer was tilting, and it also caused it to pull sideways a little bit. And my arm was getting tired from counter steering on the bike, so I could definitely feel it. Okay, this part's a little bit rough. I'm just getting my head around this. It's like I've got one black backpack. That one's the sleeping bag. This one's closed. I got rid of the other black backpack. Gray one I typically wear. That's the spare tire tubes and tool tire changing stuff. These two are the heavy ones. That's the tool bags. What I'm thinking is the tool bags I can lay down on the floor, you know, of the trailer, so they'd be in this area, and then I put the other 2 or 3 backpacks on top of that. The taillight is tied off right now, just to that using parachute cord, and all of my electrics are hanging off of parachute cord, off of the framework of the trailer. So these are going to flap around right now. But what I'm thinking is I want to ride it for a few days, and then every night in camp I can tweak little things a little bit, right? Instead of, you know, and it's 8:30 at night, so I don't want to spend a whole lot of time figuring this out right now. So this bracket here is for the front caster if you use it as a stroller. So it's just got a little caster that goes back and forth. I just tied this as the front support for now. It's a little bit wobbly. I was going to do one off of each side, and I thought about it. I'm like, well, if I reach in to grab the backpacks, this might be in the way, but this might not be in the way. So I'll kind of experiment with that. I am taking the drill. Oh yeah, I bought a drill. So if I need to, I can drill extra holes in the frame or something.
it's going to void the warranty, but it's likely to be voided by. Well, I haven't actually damaged this thing yet. I don't think I'd ever return it now, but it's pretty much in factory condition still. I also haven't put the front. There's a flap that goes on that would protect the kids or whatever you've got in there. Might be nice to have it if it's raining. So far everything is just tied on with the parachute cord, so I can take it off pretty easily. I bought a 10-pack of 2-inch hose clamps that I would probably use to attach it tighter. I checked the two panels together, if I put one in front of the other, are less than 10 feet. Because I think these are about 4 feet, so it's about 8 feet. PVC pipe comes in 10-foot length, so I'd have 2 feet left over. What I was looking at is I could replace the shorter piece with a full-length 10-foot piece, rest it here, and then have a diagonal brace coming up and coming up. And I could run 2 panels lengthwise. Basically, if I centered it off the wheel axle, 4 feet forward gives me plenty of room from here, and 4 feet back, that's about a foot. So it only sticks out about 3 feet past the end of the trailer, and these don't weigh hardly anything. So, anyway, I think that's basically it. Yeah, completely different, but almost the same. I almost brought a drill with me because, there's going to be something you need to be able to fix or upgrade or something like that. So as it turned out, Harbor Freight has a special. I don't think it's been, I've seen it before, so I think it's an ongoing thing to help promote the Hercules line that they've got. The tools come typically without a kit, so you buy just the tool you need, and then there's separate batteries and separate chargers, so you can mix and match, right? So they had a save $25 if you buy a tool and a battery and a charger. Well, yesterday I bought 2 of the batteries for about $65 a piece and the charger to build up the battery pack. And then I thought about it today when I realized, okay, instead of having the old trailer fixed, I was just going to get a new one and move everything over. So I'm like, now I got to go buy the drill the day after I bought the batteries. And I had no intention at all yesterday of buying a drill now. Maybe when I got back to the ranch, since I've got 6 batteries now, right? So I go in there and I pick up what I need and talk to the nice lady at the cash register. And I was like, hey, I showed her my receipt from yesterday. I was like, look, I just bought 2 batteries and a charger yesterday. What can we do? She's like, oh, yeah, we can fix this. So she gets in there and changes things around a little bit. And I think it was almost like she did an exchange off of the ones from yesterday and put them on today or something like that. I kind of got confused what she was actually doing, but it was super nice that she worked with me on it. So the drill itself is $49. It's a 20-volt drill. It's got a 1/2-inch chuck. This is a metal chuck. This is nice. I don't think it's a Jacobs. I didn't even look. But it feels like a really good chuck, because quite often the other cordless drills I got, the chuck isn't very good. This thing locks in really tight. So it's an actual drill chuck, not a quick release for a 1/4-inch quick release drill bit or socket adapter or something like that. I only drilled plastic today, so I'm not going to do a big review on the drill, but it seems pretty good. Oh, and this is kind of cool. I'm not sure how often I'm going to use it, but this has, I've seen DeWalt has something like this too. So it's got USB ports and it clips onto the battery. So I'm like, all right, if I end up somewhere where I need to charge my phone and everything else quits working, I could take apart the battery pack and clip this in there and charge up my phone or whatever. So I figured $15, might use it kind of thing. Well, and this is considerably less expensive than the batteries that I bought just for the phone. So it was like, yeah, with the discount on the drill, I think I got the drill and the drill bits and the phone charger for $50. So I got, $25 worth of stuff basically for free because the lady worked with me. So I'm like, okay, that was cool. The trailer was $120. I think I spent $70 at Home Depot. Most of that was just in bolts. 9 o'clock. Yeah. Today felt really good after not getting anything on the trailer done yesterday. And yeah. Bloop. Yeah, I guess, as one of the things that I'm finding on this trip that I remember from other trips, if it makes it better or worse, I get along better with travelers, instead of just random people. It's like, in the hotel or on the side of the road or, whatever, people that have been out of their own state kind of thing. And I remember this when I traveled to Amtrak a few times, just talking to people on the train. Everybody on the train was already a traveler. It's just the fact that you're on the train and you got something to talk about. Well, where have you been, or where are you going, or whatever. But the spirit of adventure kind of thing. So it seems kind of cool that I got a whole bunch of hikers in the motel here that are hiking from the U.S. border up to the Canadian border. There's a series of trails that are going up into Sierra Nevadas and stuff like that. It sounds pretty cool. And so we're swapping stories and ideas while I was out working on the bike. And some of them are from Australia. The guy next to me is from Quebec, Montreal. And the guy from Australia, I asked him what part, and he was from Perth. And I was like, well, I've been to Perth, with the Navy. That's just cool, Yeah. So it's just get out. It's a small world if you start, traveling a little bit. It's kind of cool. Anyway, after yesterday, this was a good day. So I just kind of wanted to remember that. Yeah, I guess whatever I can't fit, we'll just throw in the dumpster. Anyway, I did see a lot of support come in the last few days, so I do very much appreciate it. Anybody who contributed, thank you very much. As I'm able to, and as I see it, I'm trying to send you guys thank you notes, just email or whatever, or through YouTube comments or whatever. So if I missed you, sorry. Maybe I just didn't see it. There's been a lot coming in lately, so very much appreciated. I hope I get to the point very soon that I quit burning money as fast as it comes in. But days like today, it's like, well, there's $70 at Home Depot and $70 for the room and $70 or $100 at Walmart, and then I bought more Cliff Bars. So yeah, for whoever commented, I saw that was funny. It's like, I will not forget Walmart before I leave town again, because that happened when I left Mesquite. I was so happy to leave. I rode right past the Walmart and didn't stop and buy any food. Yeah, it's hard to believe. Anyway, yeah, as always, thank you very much for all the support. It does mean the world. Yeah, a little, $5 or $20, man, that means a lot. So much appreciated. Yeah, okay, that's it. Edit the video and upload it. Go. Bye.